Joe Biden has said he will certainly nominate a black woman to the Supreme Court. Now, I just delight in this because by saying that, Biden has figuratively said, no, Latinos need not apply, Grant.
Yeah.
Latinos need not apply. Asians need not apply. All of these minority groups, other than African Americans, need not apply. And guys, I can't for the life of me figure out how that's not racist.
Well, what I think is really interesting is, like, we recently had MLK Jr. Day, right? You have all these Democrats saying, oh, the Republicans, they're tarnishing the legacy of MLK Jr. because they're not voting for this voting rights package. They're not doing this. They're not doing that. Martin Luther King Jr. spoke extensively about not identifying people for a job or for anything based on their race. And leftists today don't like that. They don't like this idea of colorblindness. They like the idea of saying we're only going to hire a black person. That's completely antithetical to what MLK stood for. And the Democrats who say the Republicans are the one tarnishing his legacy, they are clearly missing that.
Tora, am I missing something, or is this just straight up racism? It's just kind of acceptable racism.
It's just completely ridiculous. And like, there's this satire, like, I know I've shown you the video a couple times where it's like woke and racism. And it's like, we only look at things through the lens of race. And that's exactly what Joe Biden's doing. And I mean, we've seen the nightmare that Kamala Harris has rained on the country, just like the most unlikable VP in all of history at this point. And that was what he said when he chose her, is that it had to be a black woman again. And it's just like, it's just
Does Joe
sad.
Biden have a thing for black women? Sorry.
Well, and it's just sad because it's like,
More at 10.
Why would you want to be chosen based on something like that? Like, I wouldn't want to be chosen based on
how
something
embarrassing,
like that.
how humiliating.
Because it's like he shouldn't have said anything. Like, he probably could have just thought that himself. Because if he was like, oh, I'm gonna name like Michelle Obama, whatever, then everyone's like, oh, Michelle Obama, she ruined kids' lunches, yay. And they like would look at least at the resume of the person and not just be like, oh, well, at least Michelle Obama's a black woman and we know that's why she was chosen. And it's like, it's stupid, because if Joe Biden were in this room right now and he were looking at Supreme Court pick, I already beat you guys out by just being a girl, you know?
And you're already in more minority groups than we are.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with the fact that, like, whatever, like that you're the most probably qualified of anyone and all of this stuff. It's like you immediately shut off everything, you know. It's just so ridiculous.
And to be clear, if Joe Biden were in the room, he would also be sniffing your hair.
Oh yeah, I think he would probably actually be playing with my
very
shirt,
creepily.
Shiny.
May I rub your shirt? Terrible Joe Biden impersonation.